Welcome back to another video. It's the 5th of February of 2026. Oh my god! And look at what we've got. We've got massive news unfolding. Essentially, and sorry if I'm sweating, today I've just been to the gym. I had to rush back, you see, because we've got this. We're on the laptop today, not the computer, so there's just going to be me in the corner. But anyway, we've got Keir Starmer. Pragmatic. This isn't very pragmatic of him, I must admit. He apologises to Epstein victims for believing Mandelson's lies. So essentially what's going on, if you don't know the context, is Peter Mandelson was the British ambassador in America. So he was representing us for Labour government. And what has happened is he was involved with Epstein pretty much. And let's see, I'll get these emails up. So this is essentially the timeline that we've got here for Lord Mandelson. Of course he's a Lord. 2002, encouraging Blair. Peter Mandelson wrote a memo encouraging the Prime Minister to meet Epstein. Birthday book messages. This is all the timeline. Look, it's crazy. Mandelson's message to Epstein, in which he describes him as a best pal, included in a birthday book compiled by British convicted sex trafficker Ghislaine Maxwell. We know who she is. She's just enjoying her time in prison at the moment.
Jesus, what kind of madhouse is this?
Message of support. Epstein negotiates plea bargain. Epstein's lawyers discuss a plea bargain with Miami attorney Alexander Acosta that would allow him to avoid persecution for raping, trafficking, and doing whatever else he did to children. 2008, plead guilty prior to him killing himself in 2019. And this list goes on. Banking deal. During his time as business secretary, Mandelson reportedly asked Epstein to help broker a deal for the sale of a UK taxpayer-earned banking business.
What?
Epstein arrested in 2019, dead in his cell. And then we've got recent times of this all coming out. There were messages as well from him and different people saying about, well, it pretty much confirmed, Mandelson confirmed to Epstein that Europe was going to be bailing out Greece in 2009 when the crisis in the Eurozone happened. He was letting them know about all of this stuff prior to it being announced. Anyway, Starmer apparently knew nothing about this. Absolutely nothing. He had no idea.
What? Nah, I never knew that.
Seems a bit weird. Even though, obviously, Mandelson had ties with Tony Blair, who also has ties with Keir Starmer. You know, it's a bit of a bullshit excuse, I think. Anyway, he's apologised today. He's facing calls from some of his MPs. It's pretty much... The bottom line is, it's over for Keir Starmer. It is properly over for Keir Starmer. We've got another one. Could this be beginning of the end for Starmer? Here's Labour's MP's views on Starmer's future. It's been terminal for months, but the patient has now stopped responding to treatment. I genuinely think this is a slow burner, but will be that straw that breaks the camel's back. It's Boris Gov 2.0 on digging themselves a deeper hole and not reading the room, I'm afraid. Overblown revenge of the Mancunian mafia, but if it wasn't already, Gorton by-election is now massive. We touched on that in the last video as well. Calm heads need to prevail. The PM has done the right thing here. He's making sure. He's making sure what? He's making sure that he's going to be fucking not the Prime Minister in a month's time. Labour MP has been a thorn in Keir Starmer's side. I don't believe he's got a choice. We've got more information here. It's all been coming out. This is yesterday. Here you can see, look, oh, what? To Jeffrey Epstein. Not a boy. From Jeffrey Epstein, she feels fresh, firm, and creamy. How is freedom feeling? And so all of this is what's coming out. Basically shows how the elite have so much control over everything. I mean, Jeffrey Epstein is one American guy who apparently was just some sort of banking person, somehow made it to the top of the cycle. Somehow he had all these elite people from all different governments. Obviously, right now we know that he had Peter Mandelson, who's someone big, Prince Andrew, well, then Prince Andrew, not anymore, just Andrew Mountbatten, fucking idiot. The royal family are all involved. It's not just going to be Andrew. He's just the one who's a scapegoat for the time being. We'll see more come out, I'm sure. And, you know, whilst we go working 50-hour weeks, 50-hour weeks, you know, those full-time workers, these people are trafficking children, having sex with children, and using your money to fund it all. And obviously we've also had some stuff about Bitcoin come out, which I'm not going to touch on too much here because I don't have all the facts and evidence. This is just a rant video to go along with that, but there is a lot of stuff regarding it. I'll do another video at some point. There's a lot to unpack. Lowest hanging fruit is just regarding what Keir Starmer's doing. I personally do not think that Keir Starmer is going to last more than a week. I will put my money on that. A week from today, we're on the 5th now, so what is it in a week? On the 12th of February, I predict that he's going to be gone. I don't think he's going to last very long. And if you look back at 2021 or two, I think it was 22 when Boris essentially got impeached, for better words, but he got forced out of his own party after everyone started sending letters of no confidence in. I think we might see the same happen with this. There have been calls from it. Ed Davey come out and said, we should have a vote no confidence, which is probably the first time I've agreed with him. Conservatives have said that as well. I don't think Starmer's going to last long. Obviously, let's go back to this screen. We've got this. How should we celebrate with Gordon Brown and all this? The rot goes deep. The rot goes so deep. So, yeah, just a quick video today, just touching base on this. I think Starmer's gone. Personally, I don't think he's going to be lasting very long. We'll see how that goes. But, yeah, I'm sure there'll be more to come. See you in a bit.